It's time for the Scurry 3 show.
Welcome into a brand new segment. So far, we have had a great night.
Yes.
We have opened up with Chrissy Adams at Nightmare Toys, and
Yes.
then we talked to Basil McKee over at McKee Manor.
The
and
prodigy.
The hot 12-year-old prodigy, which we need to get them out.
Yeah.
But now we are joined with, last segment was PG. We had to be a little Disney.
Now we are flipping this shit, and this shit is fucking rated R.
Nikki Nashville just said it, not me. So if you want to complain, send all your complaints to Brady Davidson in Orlando, Florida, that Nikki Nashville has a potty mouth.
I have a potty mouth.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So we are joined by like I said, reason this is a rated R segment. Now we're back to rated R. We are joined by a rated R haunt.
Yes.
And I love rated R haunts because one, they give no shits.
Yes.
They are balls of the wall.
Yes.
They give you the entertainment that you deserve.
Yes.
And I am pissed off because I've not seen them yet.
I know, right?
So, we're on the phone with Nate FOSKEY, John WRENN from Scarehouse of the South in Gillis Springs, Georgia. How you doing?
Just fine, buddy, just fine. Rocking it out here in the one light town of Gillis Springs, Georgia.
So, how does Gillis Springs handle the rated R haunt? Are they like, oh my God, you praise Jesus?
It does not handle it at all. It does not handle it at all. We are hated by so many people around here, but we just don't care because we love it.
I mean, do they leave like praise Jesus pamphlets all over your doors and stuff?
Pretty much. We are protested pretty much nightly, so it's a beautiful thing.
So that makes you, that automatically puts you at the top of the list of SCURRYFACE's most wanted to see. Because, I mean,
we're entertained by it anyway, that's for sure.
And my whole goal is one day I want people to protest SCURRYFACE. That means we're doing something right.
There you go. You're going to rub people the wrong way, so you might as well have fun doing it.
Absolutely. So when did this whole idea to start this, just rated R haunt happen?
Right. Well, just like pretty much everybody else, we've always loved Halloween and everything. We would go to other haunted houses or haunted trails, and it's, they would try really, really hard, but it always just kind of left us flat. The adrenaline wasn't there, and then so we just decided we were going to try to do one on our own. So about 7 years ago, we started one, and it kind of grows every year, and we kind of keep pushing the envelope with it every year and keep shooting it for the steroids every year. So it's amazing, how far we've come, and we're not anywhere close to peaking. So it's an exciting thing. We love it.
And Wendell, our South Carolina rep, he was lucky enough to come visit last October, and then he called me like right when he left the property. He called me, and I was actually at another haunt on my haunt tour. And so he called me, and luckily he called me before I was just hanging out. And his first words were, Tyler. I'm like, what's up, Wendell? And he goes, motherfucker. And I'm like, what? And he was like, this motherfucking haunt. Holy shit. And I'm like, I'm thinking, oh my God, it's bad. And he's like, no, is it bad? No, he goes, no, this is the best haunt experience I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, we appreciate that, but, honestly, it's just like anything else. Everybody else thinks they have incredible haunts, and there are a lot of good ones out there, but I guess one of the things we pride ourselves on is just being different. We don't do movies or anything like that. We're definitely not interior set designers or anything. Our sets look stupid as all get out, but we know how to scare you, we know how to gross you out, and ultimately we know how to entertain you. And it's definitely not geared for everybody. We try to advertise exactly what we are, which is just an extreme, in-your-face, adrenaline-packed horror show. And if that's not your cup of tea, that's no problem. Please don't waste your time or your money and come to our haunt. There's plenty of other nice, cuter places to go to. But we love what we do, and we'll never stop, at least until we get shut down by the county or state or something. So.
And how close is? I mean, are they really trying to shut you down? I mean, we've read a lot of stuff.
Not so much. I mean, we've got a lot of support here around Middle Georgia, but there are the church-going folks that believe that everything should be done one certain way, and if you get out of that, cookie-cutter mold, then you're evil and everything, and it is what it is. But it's just like anything else. You're gonna have people that love it. You're gonna have a lot of people that hate it and don't agree with it. But we will never back down from the type of haunted house that we like to see and we like to put on. So.
And one of my favorite things is, like, I love going, like I was telling John, that every October I go to your website just to check out what's new. And my favorite thing about your website is the frequently asked questions. And I'm going to read some of these. One, I'm a fan of smart-ass replies.
Yes.
And so I'm going to read a couple of these. And it says, "Is my child too young for your show?" And their reply is, "We've got a radar written everywhere. Don't be an idiot." When does a show start?
That's the biggest thing we get every year is, my son or my daughter's 14, I want to bring them. Mm-hmm. You're stupid, man.
And that's smart. And I love the point blankness of it.
But what's bad is those same parents, with all due respect to them, that's the same people that get mad when they bring their 14 or 15-year-old child to our show. Well, it's kind of a tough place for us because we don't feel like it's our responsibility to tell parents how to raise their kids. So we do the best we can as far as warning them that there is nudity. There's very graphic, gory things that we do here, and they bring them, and those same people will complain at the content that we have, like we were joking or something. It just blows my mind. I don't know.
We had one year asked, how nude do they get?
Yeah. Is it full nudity or partial nudity? I mean, it's just it blows our mind. But just like a lot of people, we grew up kind of watching the 1980s slasher films, and let's be honest, there was always a goofy little sex scene where the B cup lady or C cup lady goes running through the woods and everything. Or this,
that's my favorite scene.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's just we wanted to mix a little bit of sexuality in with a bunch of gore. I mean, not very many other people are doing that, and that's just one of the things that we offer here. I mean, this is not some porn show. I mean, we still stick to grossing you out and in our own way scaring you, but we just kind of sprinkle in a little bit of sexuality in there too, just to give you something that not very many other haunted houses are doing.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of going to. You touched into what I was going to go next. Is I mean, what exactly makes it rated R for, say, our people viewing or our listeners on the station? What makes you actually cross that rated R line?
Well, one of the things that we're kind of known for is, like I said earlier, we don't do movies, but we do a lot of real life tragedy reenactments for each group that walks through. This is not an individual haunted house. We bring you in groups that average 10 or 12 adults at a time, and we basically force you to witness, people committing suicide, for example, or a very graphic, gory, bloody abortion scene, or things like that. And I guess you kind of come back around to what we were talking to earlier. In a way, we kind of feel like we should be thanked, because I do think that we do deter several abortions every year by showing people the graphic nature of it. So.
And I like that because in the past I worked at a haunt, won't name names. I wanted to push the envelope. Because he kind of put the ball in my court and said, what, push the envelope for me. So I decided one tiny scene. It's for a Valentine's Day haunt. And one scene that I even talked to our special effects people, and we had a whole thing set up. And I wanted to have a girl in a mirror where we had a thing where she slit her wrist because her Valentine dumped her and the blood squirted out onto the mirror as they passed. I mean, you're talking about a 5-second scene, if that.
Yeah.
And, well, the owner got his panties in a wad, got pissed off, and said, I'm not for his haunt because, blah, blah. But see, what you're going, that gets people talking. That's what creates the buzz. That's what creates that excitement.
Well, and again, but, to prove your point, that is just for certain people. You'll have people that go through that agree with that owner that you were talking about, that no, that's not what we want to do. Here, because that's not for everybody. Well, see, what we want to do is we build our scenes for our taste and what we like and what entertains us. And, that's not for everybody, but, if you're going to walk past a dozen warning signs and go to our website and see our social media posts and everything, and you still come to it, don't get mad at us for seeing exactly what we advertise.
Oh, exactly. I mean, and it's point blank. And like I said, the general public, I mean, let's be honest, they're idiots. They really are.
Morons.
I mean, they really, really are.
It's They're as dumb as what our accent sounds like.
Yeah, sorry. We're totally professional here, I promise. Totally professional.
Dumbass.
Put your penis up and get back to the keyboard.
So, like,
Is it weird that you have your penis out there?
I know. I mean, the whole time I'm sitting here just, it's awkward. I'm sorry. So awkward for me. Apologies on that. That was complete accident. So, no, what I'm trying to get into is, like, for last October, we did a national fan vote. And I want to read off what y'all's total votes were. And let's see. I'm trying to get to it. My computer's a little slow. But my point is, your followers and fans came out in full force and voted for you guys last year. And I believe y'all ended up with 4,978 votes last October.
Right.
And so, and Wendell told me y'all had a sign out, on the street, vote for y'all.
Did we? Yeah, maybe bad, maybe so. I'm not.
I don't know. I just, Wendell's from South Carolina. You got to take what he says from a grain of salt. That's just what he told me. But I'm just saying, but that's a good idea. If they did that, then that helped them. But it's just the fact that last year was our first time visiting Scarehouse of the South, and y'all got 4,000 votes, 4,900 votes. And so we're hoping to this October. We want to see that number just completely blow up into the 10,000s plus.
Well, honestly, to even be mentioned is honestly a privilege, and then to see the overwhelming support from our fans and everything. I mean, it was definitely an awesome pat on the back and kind of shows the appreciation for us kind of stepping out and maybe doing a lot of stuff that's kind of not really the cookie cutter, haunted house mold type thing. So it was definitely a privilege to even be mentioned, but to be, towards the top like that was definitely something neat, and we never expected it.
Yeah, it was cool to see that, and I want to see that grow. Now that I've seen you where you ended, I want to see that. I want to see every hunt get better and grow in the votes. But
well, one thing I'd like to add too that most people that's never been to our website or never even heard of us that might find kind of surprising. We're only open 6 nights a year. Most other haunted houses, they're open 15, 20, 30 nights a year, and we're too lazy for that shit, man. I mean, I love John to hear to death, but if I had to see his ass for, 20 nights in a month or whatever, I'd cut my dick off and shove it in his ear. So, I mean, it's I don't know, but 6 nights for I guess you would say a professional haunted house to be open just 6 nights and I guess kind of create the type of buzz that we have is definitely something that we're proud of.
And absolutely, and the fact that y'all are only open that limited number.
I like that.
It does. It does make it more exclusive, and that gives that little more special feeling of, hey, you know what? I got to see them this year. So, and that's awesome. And so our goal is to try to get down there. We really want. I said down there or over there, more so over there. We'd love to make the trip out and set up a Scurry 3 show and do that on location.
Listen.
And
I'm not going to promise you cell phone service out there, though. To be honest, but we'll bring in a satellite or something for you.
We'll figure it out. But tell everybody, we have less than a minute on a segment, so tell everybody where they can find all information of Scarehouse on the South.
That's www.scarehouseofthesouth.com.
Check them out. Go to their website, and I mean, it's ready to hunt, and I can't wait to see if we can get out there for 2018. And thank you for joining the Scurry 3 show, and we look forward to anything y'all put out there. We're gonna push it and back it, and man, y'all got a great thing going out there.
That's awesome, man. It was an honor hearing from y'all, and y'all have a good day.
You have a great one as well. Talk to y'all soon.
Appreciate it, buddy.
All right. Scarehouse out of South. Go check them out. You can like them on Facebook.
Yo, 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 SCURRYFACE radio, bitch.